Are you ready to transform your summer into an epic splash-tastic adventure? Say goodbye to wasteful, single-use water balloons and hello to the ultimate in reusable, eco-friendly fun with reusable water balloons. Check out the link in the video description to get yours on Amazon today.
The officer filmed kicking and stamping on men at Manchester Airport has been suspended pending investigation, Greater Manchester Police said. Video footage of men being detained at the airport on Tuesday sparked fury yesterday as an officer was seen kicking and stamping on the head of a man who was being restrained on the floor. GMP said an officer had been suspended from all duties following a thorough review of further information that has become available. It has made a referral to the Independent Office for Police Conduct for a full independent investigation. The force said this morning, "We understand the deep concerns that have been widely raised with us, and will continue to meet and discuss these feelings with Greater Manchester residents and elected representatives, whilst this independent investigation takes place." Meanwhile, a lawyer representing the two men seen being arrested in the footage said, "Justice has to prevail," after protesters gathered outside a local police station to accuse the force of racism. Ahmed Yaqub, a director at Maurice Andrews Solicitors in Birmingham, is representing two men, named as Ahmad and Fahir, who were filmed being arrested by taser-wielding cops at the airport on Tuesday. Solicitor Mr. Yaqub said he intended to file a complaint of assault on behalf of the pair against the officers, adding, "We will be peaceful and we will get justice." Greater Manchester Police says it has suspended a police officer and officer from all duties after the incident, which began as officers responded to reports of an assault. It says 3 officers were injured, including one female who suffered a broken nose. Campaigners from Manchester Stand Up to Racism have accused police of racism, organizing a "We Won't Stay Quiet Against Racist Police Violence" rally for later today after hundreds gathered outside Rochdale Police Station last night. Mr. Yaqub claimed in the video the pair had just been released from Cheadle Police Station and made their own way to hospital following the incident. "I've documented their injuries and we are headed to Rochdale Police Station to make a formal complaint of assault and wounding against the police officers," he said. Mr. Yaqub and GMP were contacted for further comment. Protests are expected to take place outside Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham's office at 6 p.m., as they call on him to act on the alleged police brutality. Video footage of the men being taken into custody went viral after one of the men being detained was stamped on the head by a police officer, while others were wrestled to the ground, tasered and had incapacitating spray used on them. In a statement issued last night, Greater Manchester Police, GMP, Assistant Chief Constable Wasim Chaudhry said the men were arrested after officers attended reports of an assault at Terminal 2 in the airport on Tuesday night. The force has referred itself to the independent police watchdog over the incident and one officer has been taken off active duty, but has not been suspended, after the footage was released on social media on Wednesday afternoon. But Dal Babu, a former chief superintendent in the Metropolitan Police, said the actions of officers were shocking and absolutely appalling. Mr. Babu told BBC Radio 4's Today program, "Police can use force, it has to be proportionate and necessary. I've been in situations where I've had guns pulled on me, knives pulled on me, and you can use reasonable force like striking, with a baton, that's perfectly reasonable. But what we've seen in that video clip is somebody lying prone on the floor and then a police officer coming and striking, kicking him in the head with heavy-duty boots and then stamping on his head and then going to another person who has got his hands up in a defensive position, being dragged to the floor, and then that individual has been kicked. What is equally worrying is what appears to be a middle-aged woman who is trying to calm the situation down is then shoved and pushed by a number of police officers." More and more elements of this video is emerging, and it's hardly surprising that you've got demonstrations outside Rochdale Police Station. He added, "I think it is about the culture. Here we have a unit of white officers in specialist departments and a group of Asian people, and the force used against them is totally excessive, and I think racism played a significant